Now, by doing it that way, there's like a shift. Margaret has actually changed by being thrown with that spirit. You look at her. And I feel a shift too, right? So that's the thing, right? So the progress in Aikido, to a certain degree, has these levels, right? I mean, the first, usually, basically, the person takes your hand, oh, yeah, what am I going to do? Right? That's usually how it starts. And, you know, basically a person wants to flee, or they want to fight, or, you know. So then we learn, no, you take the hand, take a step, take another step, turn, and now you can cut. And then we have to learn little details. And now the details, we have the detail connecting with the person from their toes and their head, right? So that way, there's this connection. It feels good. Then we have the connection across the hip. Right, so and that was good. Now, because I'm working on the connection, this is actually what I feel at the end of the move. I feel connected to my partner. I feel like we've gone into a state of connection. Right? So we essentially, from a martial arts standpoint, we've ended the state of separation which creates attack. Right? And attack must happen through space and time. Okay. And so I develop my technique to develop the connection, but the connection is not, which are different words, Wago and musubu and tamano and there are various connections, words in Japanese, but essentially, let's say my absolutely basic thing is to create this feeling of connection. I cannot create this feeling of connection if I'm doing the technique well, because that's what the society says. The society says, you know, you work at something, you get an achievement, you get recognized for your achievement, and so then the person becomes an object on which you are measuring your achievement, your success or failure. Hell, actually, is what I'm describing. So, it's to change hell to heaven that you practice Aikido. Actually, that's what O-Sensei said. Right? And how do we do it? By using the techniques and the feedback on the techniques. So, like the things I'm saying, you know, if I was giving a talk, you know, on what do they call it? Conflict resolution, right? And all the people were there, they'd all be taking notes, and they say, very good paper. You know, and yes, you know, right? It's not academic to what he goes to. But it's so essentially, so that's it, right? Now I have that chance because of the practice, I have that chance to work on these connections through the technique. The technique is not just doing the technique. It means nothing to do the technique. All it means is you've done a technique. And it means nothing to do a technique well. All it means you've done a technique well. And if you've done a technique well, you've used the other person to do a technique well. And it's not good. So, it's not that. It's. I mean, of course, it's taken a long time to get this. So this is it. So everything's connected, but in Aikido, the connection of everything, you know, the love as an activity, as a creative activity, love itself, you know, all these things actually reveal themselves in your practice. They're not words, unconnected from reality. That happens in your practice. So, you know, even though it's a martial art, well, it isn't, what do you call it? Even though it's Budo, even though it has to do with Bu, right? That's simply not the thing, right? And so, this feeling of connection. Now, it's harder, of course, you know, to do this in a randori, right, to maintain that feeling, right? And the way to maintain that feeling around Dory is simply to decide to, right? So if you don't care, right, it's like. Right? That was pretty good. So it's true, when the move, you do a pretty good move, there's a kind of feeling afterwards, kind of, I don't know what you can call it. Something, you went somewhere else. So that's what we try to do. That's what Aikido is about. So ikkyo, right, it's a little easier, right? Ikkyo, omote, right? So this is omote going in front. Going in front of her, right? Ura, I stay behind. Oh, and turn. Omote ura. So it's not a matter of, and this one, I go, whatever. And this one I go, That's the point. The point is, there is this, and actually, omote and ura are used in Japanese, what you might say, philosophical or spiritual thinking. What is in front, what is behind. It's quite used. But essentially, omote front, ura behind. It's a good way to look at the, tend to say positive and negative. Not too bad. But it's good to know that. That's what you're working with. So again, in terms of shihonage, the front, right, the front movement, right, so essentially, right, you're going forward, so there, right? I'm doing it with one hand, right? And then the hand rises, because this is actually a sword cut. There's a sword cut here in shihonage. And I noticed that O-Sensei, there is this moment here where you could cut there, right? And then cut. Something like that. Shihonage exists in other forms, older forms of jiu-jitsu, something that they developed out of sword cutting. And then the ura, right? Again, so you want to have this feeling, right? But in ura, I'm turning. So there, I'm way out here, because I've turned. I'm behind the arm, right? And then I cut. One. That's the basic shihonage. So these connections, and there's something I just put onto the site. I can remember. I don't remember exactly, but essentially O-Sensei says that all the changes of the universe, reveal themselves or take place through the different ways you use your hand. Another thing that I used to say, the whole, it's all here. So it's like when you offer your hand to someone, it's all here, all right? It's all here. Now the thing is, when you start to put this, what you call it, these added intents into your practice, you get that a lot from it, right? It's a little bit like, you have to start, it's like music, you have to learn how to do the fingering and how to read the notes, and it goes step by step, but this is where you're heading. This is what it's about.